Previously on 2 Past Midnight.
The bonfire.
Start to go out as the rain starts.
Yeah, the piles of bodies that are in the fires.
Yeah.
He knows the BTR is basically a giant fuel tank at this point.
Do we want to try to find a way to get back to the Humvee? What's your thoughts on this whole process?
I really want to go take this fight to Yuri. The losses he just withstood is not going to help his ability to keep that group under his control.
Oh, I think he's a lot more persuasive than you give him credit for.
Mr. Jankowski and Emmett and Cole climb into the truck, and Harrison and Murphy and Doc stay back. You see a pack of wolves starting to tear at the bodies. We'll open with Mr. Jankowski and Emmett and Cole filling up the Humvee. So that's where we're at. Who's got the best recon roll of that group?
I might now. Or of us or the other group?
The ones that are filling up the Humvee.
I am a B and a D.
I don't know what anybody else has. That's on them.
Oh, we all know Emmett has nothing. At all.
All right, so probably a B and a D. So I'd say go ahead with that one then. What'd you get?
1 failure. No successes.
Do you want to push that roll?
Can you push recon?
Oh, shit, you're right. You can't. Not that one.
You just can't when it's passive, right?
Right. All right then. Okay. All right, so you guys were there, and you guys are filling up the Humvee. Seems to be pretty much uneventful. I mean, do you remember how many gas cans you guys took with you to fill it up, or?
We did not specify that.
Yeah.
I believe it is only one.
Okay.
All of other gas cans would be with Humvee.
Okay. All right, so yeah, I mean, you're able to get, you dump that one gas can you have with you in, and everything seems fine.
All right, let's head on back to the old village. We'll regroup there and see what's going on.
Somebody roll me a D6, by the way, because I don't think I did weather for yet.
I've screwed this roll up so many times for weather.
I'll take it. 3.
Still cloudy.
Ref.
Yo.
How much fuel did we use getting out there? Consumption 2?
What is it on the truck? I mean...
Consumption 2.
Oh, then 2 liters?
Okay. I didn't know if there were modifiers. I forget.
Shit. On the road, it's alcohol, so it's double.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me look. It's in the player's manual.
I'm looking at it. Yeah. Movement, none. Okay. It's nothing. Never mind.
Right.
So it's just the double for the alcohol. Okay.
Right. That is correct. Actually, what I do need is a driving roll from both people that are driving. Because I'm assuming someone's driving the truck and someone's driving the Humvee. It is modified, though.
Can a driver is Emmett?
Oh, no. You're going to be the driver.
Okay. I'm just a B. That's why I'm just curious.
I'm just a B also, but I am double A as far as hooking the 240 up top, so...
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just leave me to work up top.
Did you say there was a bonus involved?
Yeah, there's a modifier. I'm trying to find out where that is again.
Is there like a follow the leader if we just stay behind him?
Oh, I got it. It is a +3 for the road hex, but you guys are going into open terrain, so it's a +1 for the driving roll.
So an A and a D.
And so whoever's driving, both people need to roll.
Yep. Working on it.
I will push that roll. 2 successes.
1 failure. Damage goes into equipment, correct?
Yeah. Goes into takes out the reliability. It won't be damaged. Well, hold on. All right, so Jeremy rolled a 1 and a nothing. Hold on. That's fun. You gave yourself a +1, right, Jeremy?
I did.
Okay.
The D6 was the +1 for driving. Yeah.
Okay. Mishaps at the start of it.
You also have the coins, possibly, but I know that's the only XP you actually get.
Yes, no, coins, no, I do not spend coins. I hoard coins like Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, failing is going to give a mishap regardless. So,
Your failing causes mishap.
well, no, your failing causes the mishap.
This may be true.
But if you push it
Uh-huh.
and you get a success on just that D6, or if you spend a coin. But yeah, so if you push that and succeed, then if there's a 1 in there, then the vehicle takes damage. But right now the vehicle's not taking anything.
Okay, so 1, regardless, is a mishap.
A failure, regardless, on the mishap, because you did not have any successes.
Right. Okay.
Right.
And if I push it,
Mm-hmm.
the vehicle takes damage, and what is the benefit of pushing it?
You might get a success, which means you wouldn't have to roll on the mishap table.
Oh, all right.
Does me getting 2 successes help him?
No.
Yeah. I'll roll it. Yeah, that's fine. Let's push it. No success. Okay.
All right, so that's 1 point on the reliability of the truck.
Yep.
Roll me a... You know what? Yeah, roll me... You know what? I'm going to roll it secretly, actually.
1 point on the reliability. That's like the hand crank just popped off. Dang it!
Oh, shit. All right, so you guys are going down the road, Jeremy, and you're headed back towards your hometown, right? So I'm assuming Mr. Jankowski kind of knows the way. Emmett and Cole, are you guys talking about anything? Or you're up in the turret, right? Emmett? Or up in the pintle on the gun?
Correct. Yep, I put the 240 back on.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are going along. Emmett, all of a sudden you see, and you start seeing steam come up from underneath the hood of Mr. Jankowski's car, his truck, and it starts, and it has to coast off to the side of the road. Jeremy, Mr. Jankowski saw that heat gauge go, and the check engine fucking come on.
I don't know any Polish swear words, but he said about half a dozen.
Basically, the engine overheated.
Yes, he's fine. We need water. I need repair radiator. It's going to take some time. Yes.
A shift, basically. You have to let it cool down for a shift, essentially. But
This happen very often with this thing?
His old vehicle. Please look at this thing. Yeah, it is old. I keep together with duct tape baling wire. I am great mechanic, by the way. So yes, it happens sometimes, but I can fix this. It's okay.
By the way, I love the idea of that. That it's it just keeps fucking breaking down, and he keeps dropping an egg in the fucking radiator or something like that.
It's a 1978 Toyota Hilux.
Oh yeah.
It is fucked up.
No, it's fine. Spark plug. You just wrap it in electrical tape. It'll be okay. For the spark plug cable. Don't know anyone who's done that before.
I have no idea. No idea who's done that.
But yeah, so it'll basically be a shift that you'll be stuck here. So we go back over to the village with Murphy and Harrison and Alex and the rest of the civilians that are still around. And what do you got going on, Murphy and or Harrison?
I see them wolves eating all the dead bodies. Should we go out there and kill them? It kind of seems like unholy or something, but I don't know if we would want to waste the ammunition.
Well, I mean, and this the doc's, kind of standing there watching with you. He's like, I mean, it's stopped raining now, so, if anything, we might want to go, set the fire again. I mean, that was what we were trying to do before the rain started. We were trying to burn them.
Well, that seems like a good idea, but you want to go fuck with them wolves to burn the bodies?
Well, I mean, we could give it a little bit, kind of wait, see if they, they're not just going to hang out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a few wolves came in, grabbed some of the bodies, went off. They're not just, like, laying on top of the bodies, having a, like...
buffet?
A rat at a fair. Smorgasbord. Thank you. One person got the Charlotte's Web reference.
Wilbur.
But yeah, I mean, so like the wolves came in and got whatever they were going to get, and like, they're going to leave. So you guys could probably wait a little bit and then go out if you wanted to, or you can, try to pick off wolves from here. But
I don't think we should waste no ammunition. We can pour a little of that gas on the bodies and light them on fire.
I mean, that was what Doc was talking about doing, was going out there with some of the alcohol and restarting the fire. But it all depends on the wolves, I guess. Why don't you roll a recon roll, Chris? You want to wait until the wolves are gone before going out there?
Yeah, I think that'd be the best idea. I don't want to get bit by no wolves.
Yeah, why don't you roll a recon roll for you and Doc?
They probably got rabies with my look. 2 successes, because I'm good at reconning.
Yeah, so you sit there for a while, and you kind of do notice that eventually the wolves do kind of wander off, and you're pretty sure it's clear, and you can go out there and relight the fires.
Come on, Doc, let's go light them fires. Let's light them bodies on fire.
Right.
Hopefully that doesn't mean they're going to hell.
Well, I guess it all depends on if you believe in that or not, Harrison.
Well, that's how I was raised, so I tend to believe that sort of thing. I don't want God to strike me down or nothing.
Yeah. Well, let's let him decide where they're going. Let's just get the bodies out of here.
Roger that.
I'm assuming Doc and Harrison kind of get some smaller containers to put some of the alcohol fuel in. And go out there to relight the bodies. What's your survival, Chris?
Probably not good.
You'll get a +3.
C and a D, so that'll take it to a B and a B. 1 success.
All right, so after a little bit, you and Doc are able, and the bonfire's back. It starts heading into late afternoon, though, and you guys go back to the church and basically just waiting at this point for Mr. Jankowski and Cole and Emmett to come back with the Humvee and the fuel, and it starts getting in the late afternoon, and you're like, it was just 10 kilometers that way. You know what I mean? Like, they were just 10 kilometers. It shouldn't take them this long to get here. Like, it's like it took them 8 hours to go 10 kilometers.
Murph asks Harrison, "Hey, kid, have you seen them? They come back yet? It's been about a minute, hasn't it?" I didn't see nobody come back. I don't. You don't think they got attacked by Yuri, do you? I fucking hope not, but I can't go look for them. Doc, what you think?
Well, I mean, it's pretty quiet for the most part. I mean, my ears are still ringing a little bit, but if it were close enough, we would have heard anything. You know what I mean? If it was a few clicks away, we would have heard at least gunshots. If there were any. But, I don't know.
Well, that truck didn't exactly look like it came off the dealership lot.
No, it didn't. But, I mean, when was the last time you saw one that did? We cut back over to Emmett and Cole and Mr. Jankowski. And we're heading into evening now. So, why don't we get another weather roll from somebody.
I'll roll this one. I did good last time.
Oh, come on.
I did good last time.
I wrote a 1 this time.
That's why it happened.
Yep.
Oh man, that's so fucking funny. All right, so you're there, and all of a sudden, rain starts coming down. As you guys are waiting for the engine to cool down, which would probably help the engine cool down, really.
It's good for engine. Cooler air temperature, more water, help cool engine. It's like external radiator, you know?
Hey, you're the mechanic, so whatever you say.
Yeah, it's just time. But it should be faster now.
Yeah, I mean, that would basically take you guys into the evening shift. That's what made this take like a whole fucking shift. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't have taken that long. But we're going to say you guys are part way into the evening by the time you guys would be able to get back. So,
Mr. Jankowski, when it started to rain, he took his steel helmet that he took off one of the dead Russians and was collecting rainwater and was adding that into the radiator to replace the lost water.
Totally makes sense. All right, so eventually you get the engine temperature down and you're able to restart it. And,
See, is like new. It's fine. The engine go, we go.
All right, so you guys start heading back to town. Eventually, Murphy and Harrison and Doc, they hear the sound of engines coming down the road. How do you think Harrison would react, Chris? Engine sounds.
Hey guys, that must be them. I hear an engine. And he goes running out into the area in front of the church, like in the street.
Okay.
Flapping his arms like an idiot.
You see the truck and the Humvee coming down the road. Could I get someone to roll me a D10?
I ain't rolling shit.
I need some redemption, so D10. A 1! No redemption!
Dude.
None whatsoever.
Okay.
I'm on a 1 streak, guys. It's gonna be bad.
You have no idea what it's for.
We just rolled 3 consecutive ones. I think we're all on a 1 streak.
I've successfully not rolled a damn thing.
That's because you haven't rolled anything.
Emmett don't roll ones.
That's not true.
Yes, he did. He was unable to continue torturing that guy.
Yep.
That's right. God keeps Emmett on the straight and narrow.
I meant it figuratively.
Same thing with Cole.
Cole don't roll ones when he's trying to shoot people.
All right, so the truck comes pulling up, and Harrison and Doc are out there to greet you guys as you come pulling up. What do you do?
Y'all made it.
Yeah, we ran into a little overheating problem, but thanks to the rain, no real issues.
Was that Emmett or the truck that overheated?
Little column A, little column B.
I'm just glad we got our Hummer back. Oh shit, I forgot. I'm mad at you. Fuck you. And then he goes back into the house.
Yeah, we had some wolves show up and started digging at the pile of bodies after the rain had put them out. So Harrison and I had to go back out and restart that. But then it started raining again, and it put them back out again.
Maybe the father says it's okay that the wolves eat the bodies.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know if we want wolves just coming in to town. So.
Wolves can be eaten. We are low on food and there are few crops remaining, so maybe it's a good thing. No?
Yeah.
They come back, we shoot them and eat them. Or there are traps we can make.
Yeah, that might work. So looks like the Humvee was safe. Nothing weird with it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody even saw it there, so I think we camouflaged it well. No booby traps, no nothing, no slice the tires, nobody keyed it, no ex-girlfriends. We seem to be all right.
Yeah, so, what's the plan? That was Doc asking you guys.
This for the referee. After everything, would we be able to update our moral code here while we're still kind of in a downtime?
Yes, you can. You can totally update your moral code.
Okay. Emmett's going to look kind of at the group and just say, we've told these people that we would help them, and I feel like we've done the best job that we could. But at the same time, I feel like Yuri's still out there, and he's going to come right back as soon as he knows that they're not under our protection anymore. Yuri is a coward and an idiot. But he's also not dumb enough to fight a fight he can't win. We don't have the personnel here to take the fight, I think, to him. But I think we should probably at least go try and see where these guys have bed down at to see what we've got to deal with.
You tell me you think you want to raid a castle?
Well, that's just the intel he's given us. That doesn't mean that's where Yuri's held up at.
Yuri's a lot of things. I don't think he's an idiot.
Anybody willing to throw that many men at a brick wall and watch him die, I consider to be an idiot.
You remember when he had us in captivity? They're probably just pawns to him. But how many pawns does he have? So maybe you're right. He also does have a bit of a sociopath vibe to him, so that could just be cannon fodder.
Absolutely. It's not him, so it doesn't matter to him. I feel like we need to at least go check out this castle thing. I mean, even at the level that Parju had, we've put a hurt on whatever group they've got. Murph, you're starting to stumble around here. Would you be willing to come with us? Give us you've got the best at looking at what we're dealing with.
Fuck yeah. Not only do I want to look, he gets out in the open, I might be able to take his ass out from range and we don't have to lose anybody. If I make the shot.
That's kind of what I'm hoping for. I don't want to head towards Krakow without the rest of our people that we were headed there with. I also don't want to head back for looking for my son, leaving these people just with their ass hanging out in the breeze. One of the things I've always tried to live my life by is that evil triumphs when good men do nothing. And I cannot let Yuri just torture these people and lay my head down at night and move on about our business. If it's not these people here, it'll be the next town over.
I agree with you, Emmett. The only thing I would say is this place a situation where you cut one head off and another one takes its place?
Well, I mean, I guess we'll never know that until we cut the first head off, huh?
Fair enough. I'm always good with shooting shit. And he is shit.
We said we'd protect them, and we lost a lot of them. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't feel right just leaving them now. We've at least got to go try and take a look. All this rain, I mean, maybe there might be some tracks. Our best guess, they all headed north.
If we take out this asshole Yuri, why don't we just stay here for a while? Make this like our second home or something. It could be nice and safe without that dude around. We do need to find your son, though, so I guess that's not really a good plan. It's just nice to have a roof over our head and food to eat and nice place to protect us.
And if you want to stay here, that is 100% your decision. I have not mandated or told anybody that they have to come with me on any of this. I just tell people what I'm doing, and you can either come with me or not.
I ain't gonna abandon you guys. This is our group. We're kind of like a what's that word? Dysfunctional or whatever. We're like one of them families. Except Mr. Cole, he's kind of an asshole.
Cole just kind of gives him a wink.
I'm still mad at you.
Just like when my 6-year-old keeps saying, I'm not talking to you.
Whatever, I ain't 6.
And you ain't 6 feet under yet either.
That's true.
Can we put the petty squabbling aside?
I'm just staying on mission. The mission's to find your son. All this other stuff, it's stuff that we need to do. I agree with it. But we do need to get back on mission when we can.
Well, as soon as we find the people that we lost, I would love nothing more than to be able to head south. That's where Winkler said he saw the tank headed. And that's where we're supposed to be heading anyway with the rest of these refugees. And even these people in this town, I'd be willing to have them travel with us. If there's some semblance of society and some protection for them that doesn't involve us anymore, I would be more than willing to escort them down there. But that is one heck of a haul.
Well, we weren't even able to take one group of refugees that we left behind and they got taken, so let's just see what happens.
All right, so we're going to cut over to Father Roberts is back in his chambers in the church, kind of like his living quarters where he stays there. The door opens behind him. Father Roberts has got his rosary beads, and you can see his mouth moving as he's praying. The door opens behind him. He turns around. They're speaking in Polish, so I'm not going to worry about a Polish accent. Mr. Jankowski, can I help you?
Yes, Father Roberts. I've escorted them to their Humvee, and they've come back. But as soon as they leave, we're going to need to make preparations. We can't rely on them forever.
No, I agree. I fear that there's more. You know? I've been thinking about it, and I can't imagine that leader that they speak of, this Yuri, I can't imagine he would throw his entire force at a village without any backup plan.
Father, look around. Men like this have been throwing everything at nothing. To gain nothing.
I agree, but all? Do you think he threw everything? Or just a small part of his force?
I don't know.
That's a gamble.
Maybe he's a gambling man. We don't know this man.
Maybe he is. I'm not. I'm not a gambling man.
Don't you always say to put your faith in the Lord? Isn't that what you tell me?
Well, yes, but faith without deeds, right?
What deeds do you say need done, Father?
Well, we have a flock. We need to shepherd them. You know?
There are those out there that are susceptible, yes.
I'm not sure. But this is what I'm praying about right now. The Lord will give me answers.
I will trust you for his word. But he hasn't spoken to me in some time.
Maybe you're just not listening.
Maybe I've heard enough.
Maybe. I will listen for the both of us.
Father Roberts, you've always been a good man. And what you say needs done, I'll do it. But between you, me, and the Almighty, I'm still not happy with him. And you know.
I know. She was a good woman.
The best.
You had a good family.
Those bodies, we can't keep the fires going. We need to dig graves or else the wolves are just gonna keep coming.
Right. Well, when the rain lets up, if you would, Mr. Jankowski, I'd appreciate that. Get whoever you need, obviously.
We can dig in the rain.
At least the ground is softer that way, right?
Rain, sun, shovel is shovel, you know?
Well, it is nighttime now, so you might want to wait at least until you can see.
I suppose that's a wise decision. In the morning, then.
You should get some sleep, Stanislav.
Right. I'll be just outside if you need me.
Thank you.
Stanislav leaves and he goes and he finds where he'd bedded down before, little blankets and shirts rolled up, and he starts getting it around and getting ready for the evening.
As you're making your bed, you see Harrison kind of walking by. Probably looking for a place to lay down to. I don't know what you guys are doing as far as watch, actually. How do you guys want to set this up for, what are you guys doing?
Cole will take first watch.
All right. Where are you going to be for watch?
Let's see. Cole will just kind of walking the perimeter.
Okay.
Heading out to the road, every coming in, back to the back corner of the church. But he's outside of it.
Okay. So Cole's the only one on watch? Or you want to take one of the civilians with you?
What do you think about maybe putting one of us up in the steeple?
Emmett will go back up and take the tower.
All right, so Emmett's on watch, Cole's on watch. Anybody else?
Sleeping.
Okay, this is for the night shift at this point. Somebody roll me a d6 for weather for the nighttime.
Not it.
No.
Actually, it automatically stops raining, so we don't have to worry about it. It just goes cloudy.
Woohoo.
I forgot. All right. All right, so sleeping. Doc's probably sleeping. Harrison, what are you doing?
I'm going to catch me some Z's. I'm a little tired and wet from earlier.
All right. Well, let's say you got one of the civilians on watch with you guys too, because there are still 5 of them. So let's say probably not Alex, just because he'd want to be up when you guys aren't, just in case, you know? Because, originally he was kind of like the, quote, guard captain, end quote, anyway. So he's going to rack out, and you guys have one of the other civilians with you.
Yep.
So between Emmett and Cole, which one of you has the higher recon, and you'll get a +2 on it?
If I get a +2, that'll be a B and a B.
Well, actually, and it's nighttime, so there's a negative on it.
Giveth and taketh away.
So straight roll?
Yep. We'll say it's a straight roll.
Nothing into nothing.
Yep.
I would like to say nothing.
All right. Cool.
Is it, though? Is it cool, Adam? I don't think it's cool.
I don't know. It seems fine to me. All right. So the rain lets up. And Cole, what does it look like you walking on patrol?
So Cole has no use of his right arm. He's bandaged up. He's angry. He can't stop looking at it. He can't stop diddling with this stupid thing. It is. He's got his 9mm pistol at his hip, and maybe a shotgun. I can't remember what we came to consensus-wise on that. And he's just kind of pacing back and forth, you know, really bothered by his arm in the last battle and how things went and everything. So he's not paying as much attention as he should be, I guess. He's just kind of sticking to the roads, walking, taking to the end of the road, doing a quick circle back, walking down the back alley around the church, and then just hitting the corner and just kind of pacing around. He's doing more pacing than watching.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so the sawed-off shotgun idea you had for that double barrel shotgun, basically the stats will stay the same. The range will be the same as the zip gun shotgun.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
But the I was going to allow it to be treated as if it's a pistol or a carbine for the purposes of what hex you're in. You know what I mean? Like
Perfect.
if they're in the same hex as you, or it's a, you know, if there's a difference between rifle and pistol and carbine, treat it as a pistol or a carbine.
And I could use it as a pistol one-handed.
Sure.
That was the if not, no big deal. I can
Sure.
just go with the 9mm.
Sure. Nah, you can. I mean, yeah. You can shoot one of those one-handed. It's just, you know.
We can roll a, you know.
No, I'm not going to add extra mechanics. Kaboom! The fact that you have to roll a ranged roll to, like, reload it anyway. I mean, that's going to be the other problem, too, is reloading it with one
Oh,
hand.
yeah. It's going to be a pain. It's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. No, I'm fine with that. All right. Emmett, you're up in the tower. What does that look like?
Emmett's just, I mean, really trying to let everybody else just rest up. He's staring off at the droplets of water dripping off the edge as the cool air with the rain just kind of reminds him of the Hawaiian Islands, the moisture, the rainforest conditions, as he just really wants to get back home. But at the same time, it seems like he just can't get away from the fight. Every time he tries to leave battle or tries to be a father or a husband or anything other than this killer, this soldier, it seems like he just can't get away from it. And Keanu's face just keeps flashing in his head, along with Yuri's face, and along with Winkler as he took one in the neck, and the rest of these men and women in this town. But really, he's kind of leaned over the edge of the tower, and he's kind of having a talk with God, because he doesn't know what to do next. He doesn't know what God's calling him to do. And he's also apologizing for allowing his adrenaline to let him torture that other soldier, even after all the fighting and killing and everything.
You hear noise behind you. Footsteps coming up the stairs. Kind of glance over your shoulder and you see it's Father Roberts. Walks up there. Good evening, Mr. Emmett.
Father.
He's not like looking at you. He's kind of like looking around just at the night, you know. How are you doing?
I mean, as well as I ever have. Everything just seems to go from bad to worse. Seems like every time I do anything, it's turns into death and destruction that just follows in my wake.
I did notice that you were not. You seemed troubled by the proposition of torturing that man. I commend you for that.
Well, it's, I feel torn about it. I mean, there was a part of me that wants our people back it wants Yuri more than anything. But at the same time, it seems like that still small voice in my soul said that I couldn't go about it that way.
I believe you made the right choice.
I don't know. I was still ready to do it, and I mean, Cole still spilled his brains all over the asphalt outside the church, so it doesn't seem to really matter.
Well, Cole is a different breed, it seems. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yeah, Padre, that's putting it kindly.
He seems to have fewer moral dilemmas along those lines. Well, anyway, if you need anyone to talk to at some point, I was just offering. But mostly wanted to see how you were doing. As I said, you seemed torn after that.
Padre, my soul is being torn in many directions. Let me ask you this. In all this nightmare that you guys are living, I mean, your people, there's only half of them left. Are you guys 100% set on staying here? Because the next bad guy to come around is just around the corner. Whether it's Yuri or not, I don't know. But the people that we're looking for, we were all trying to head to Krakow. We've heard that there's a settlement there that's at least well enough fortified to offer some form of protection.
Emmett, I do not know. It is not my place to make this decision for them. But I can offer that I agree with you. My fear is that there's more coming. Part of that comes from an assumption that this Yuri fellow would not throw his entire force out in one night. I don't even think he would throw a large chunk of it out in one night. So my fear is there are many more.
Pretty sure you're right, Padre. Think that APC he thought would be muscle enough for a little farm community.
Yes.
I don't even think he meant to lose as many as he did that night. And it was probably so little a drop in the bucket he barely batted an eye. That and he's a soulless monster.
Yes. It could be just the actions of a sociopath or the more calculated maneuvers. And perhaps he gambled poorly, but I don't know how I'm willing to gamble on that. But ultimately, as far as I'm concerned, with my people, it's up to them what they want to do. And if they decide they want to stay, then I will stay with them. If some of them decide to leave and go to Krakow, which I've also heard as a safe haven, if some of them go and some of them stay, I'm not sure what I will do yet. It all depends on where I'm most needed.
What's this other place you're talking about, Padre?
What place? Krakow?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the place you referred to as Krakow. It's Krakow.
Oh.
It's pronounced with a different sound on the end of word.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, there was a guy we ran into not too far back. Me and him had a squabble about his name for the longest time. I have trouble enunciating in your all's language, so my apologies.
I understand. Polish can be very difficult for Americans, so is okay. That's some meta conversation, apologizing for us slaughtering the Polish language.
Nice.
Oh man, that's funny. We're trying. I'm trying, at least. But, in the morning, I will speak with the citizens of our town and let them know their options. But, I mean, this is a small village. These people they've been here forever. They've grown up here. Their grandparents, their great-grandparents. You know?
I 100% understand. But they need to understand that the world's not the same anymore.
That is true.
Everything they know is over and done with.
Perhaps. But the other side is, the blood that has been spilt on this soil is a drop in the bucket compared to the blood that has been here for generations. You know? They have a deep tie to this. Those that continue to live here, that didn't leave even before the war, aren't exactly the sort that will up and leave at a whim. I don't know.
I don't know if anybody witnessed what just happened. It's not a whim.
My country has seen this before. It's not our first time. It's not our, as you say, first rodeo, right?
I understand that. It's not my first rodeo either. I'm not one to cut tail and run for anybody. But at the same time, like you said, he is in no way, shape, or form giving us his full power. And after what just happened, I think we are up against a clock that we don't know about before he comes back and finishes this.
Perhaps. And I'm not arguing with you. I'm just... brainstorming. No? Just... trying to think about what everyone else will think, what they will say, where they might stand. About half were ready to leave before the assault, so I don't know. I don't know. I'll just have to see. Well, I should probably get some sleep. Thank you, Mr. Emmett. Appreciate this talk.
Thank you, Padre.
Kind of reaches over and taps you on the shoulder. And walks back down the stairs. He walks into the chapel. Kind of walking around just to see how the families are doing. Some of the children, by this point, many of them orphaned, you know. Just kind of checking on people, seeing how they're doing. It's not really presenting the situation to them yet, because, you know, it's not that time yet. And, he walks by and he sees Murphy sitting there. And Murphy happens to be awake. And instinctively, just because Murphy, you'd just woken up, like, suddenly you realize that you're, like, sitting up.
Hey, Padre.
Mr. Murphy, how are you?
Doing all right, Father. Seem to be improving, and I'm happy that we're able to repel that ass up. Sorry, I don't want to cuss in church. Repel that son of a that bad guy, and I'm happy we're able to keep some. I wish it was more, but keep some of the people alive here. But I do thank the Lord that I'm starting to get some mobility back.
Yeah, and you do notice, Chris, that, like, your legs, you're actually able to, like, kind of, like, there's a little bit of pain when you do it, but you're like, you know, this isn't too bad. This is actually, like, not too bad. part of it is like you're sitting upright at this point, and you're like, that's not terrible, you know?
Pain's probably a good change, actually.
Mm-hmm. Like it's a little sore from, you know, not having moved a lot, you know what I mean? From having been strapped down and whatever. But, you know, you're not feeling like it tweaks every time you move a certain way.
Yeah, he's gonna stretch a little bit and like move around and be like, Father, I think this house of God has helped me heal.
Well, if it has, that is good. That is what it's here for. Sometimes body, sometimes soul, sometimes both.
Well, I don't know about the soul. My skill set is taking lives, which I did a decent amount of yesterday. But that's what needs to be done, and I'm good at it.
So as you're talking with him about that, and you're telling him about the day before and, you know, your skill set and killing people, you notice that he's looking at you, but you notice he's looking down. Like he's not looking at your face. He's looking like just below your face. Then you kind of look down at, like you got something on your shirt, basically, right? And you glance down and you notice that your St. Christopher medal is hanging out. So, what is this?
That is my St. Christopher medal. I've always worn it.
You Catholic?
I was raised Catholic. Yes, sir.
Good.
Patron saint of travelers, right?
Right. You have traveled very far.
Yes, sir. Many, many, many countries. And so far, I'm still kicking, so I don't want to call it a good luck charm. It was given to me before my first deployment. And it's been with me ever since.
Well, Mr. Murphy, thank you more than you could possibly know. I really appreciate this. Your presence has been enlightening.
Well, Father, we're trying to do the right thing here. And I don't know what's going to happen when we leave.
Mr. Murphy, sometimes the things we accidentally do are more important than the things we say.
Amen to that, Father. Amen to that. Happy we could help.
Thank you. As he was saying that, you saw like his expression changed, like he had an epiphany in that moment. And he walks off and heads back to his chamber.
Murph kind of lays back down and plays with his legs a little bit like, ooh, these are back. Stretching them and exercise. Basically, he's excited to have use of his legs.
Meta, today's the day that Murphy can use his legs again.
Awesome.
What?